It is official. Washington Governor Jay Inslee is running for president. An unexpected medical bill can be devastating for our wallets. Washington lawmakers say they want to help by making prescription drug prices more transparent. A tough chapter in his life led a local man to start a nonprofit. Now, he is helping others find happiness. 5 a.m. on our Friday morning. Welcome to KREM 2 Morning News on this very first day of March. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Jen York.
And I'm Brittany Bailey. We are tracking breaking news this morning. Washington Governor Jay Inslee is running for president next year.
He released a video this morning making that announcement.
I'm Jay Inslee, and I'm running for president because I'm the only candidate who will make defeating climate change our nation's #1 priority. We can do this. Join our movement. This is our moment.
This is our moment.
He will make an official announcement this morning at 10 a.m. at a solar manufacturing plant in Seattle. Inslee is the first Washington politician to run for president in more than 4 decades.
Inslee is joining a crowded field, though. So far, more than 20 Democratic leaders have announced or hinted at a run in 2020. They include Senators Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and Kamala Harris. We will be, of course, following this story closely all morning long. We'll have more from our Seattle sister station coming up in our next half hour as well. Now at 5:01, we want to switch gears and talk about our weather forecast. We have made it to Friday. Boy, it has been a long weekend. It was a long February. Let's say that.
It really was, for being the shortest month of the year.
Really? Welcome, March. We are welcoming you with open arms. What do you think, Evan?
I think so. The only downside is we're welcoming it with open arms and very chilly temperatures. These are some of the coldest temperatures, at least the coldest in Spokane that we have seen so far this season. We are sitting at 2 degrees right now in Spokane. The previous record for the season was 6 degrees. Now we are down to 2. About an hour ago, we were at 0 degrees. So we've begun to warm up just a little bit. But this is not even factoring in wind chill. The reason why I don't have that map up is because right now this morning we're not seeing wind affect really any of the region. We're seeing mostly calm winds around the 3-mile-per-hour range or lower. 12-hour forecast, though, shows a great day ahead. We've got mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures making their way up to about 31 degrees. That'll give us a little bit of a break from all of the winter weather and allow those roads to continue to clear out as those plows come through. What we've got for the weekend includes temperatures in the mid-20s for our afternoon highs. A good amount of cloud cover for your Saturday. Sunday is going to clear out quite a bit, but the wind chill overnight could be below 0. There is a good chance of that as breezy winds are going to be picking up toward your Saturday and Sunday. Now, the weekend is not going to include exclusively dry weather. There is a chance of a flurry or two going into the overnight hours tonight into tomorrow. But overall, what we're showing this weekend is those light flurries that we see around us are not going to pose any significant threat or really accumulate any snow around us, as opposed to the month of February, which brought nearly 30 inches of snow. So it looks like to start off the month of March, we are seeing things calm down quite a bit. Now at 5:02, I will send things over to Amber Ruspachon to let us know what the roads look like to start off the morning. Hi, Amber.
Good morning. Well, we're taking a look outside right now, and we can see clear conditions for the Friday morning commute, which is good news considering what we saw yesterday with the winter weather and some snow on the roads. But it looks like the city did a pretty good job of plowing the roads, and most of them are clear right now, but it could still be a little wet outside, so I would keep that in mind before you start your morning commute. That's all I have for now, so I will go ahead and send it back to the studio.
Amber, thank you. 5:03 now. President Trump is back in the U.S. after his 2-day summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
That meeting ended without a joint agreement on denuclearization. President Trump said Kim asked the U.S. to drop all sanctions in exchange for partial denuclearization. But North Korean leaders are saying that is not quite true.
They say the country was asking for partial sanctions relief, but they also did not offer a full denuclearization, which was the main goal for the U.S. Some lawmakers are applauding the president for walking away from a bad deal, but others are criticizing him for his comments about the death of American Otto Warmbier.
Now, President Trump says Kim Jong-un is not to blame for the death of that 22-year-old college student. He was severely injured while in North Korean custody, and he died shortly after returning home.
The mistreatment of Otto Warmbier was something that is unforgivable.
I mean, you never should go meet with the North Korean dictator without bringing up the name Otto Warmbier and bring up the whole issue of human rights over and over. That's who we are as a country.
Senators from his home state of Ohio say Kim Jong-un should not be let off the hook.
He's defrauded at a high level.
Part of what the president had to say about his former personal attorney. This comes after Michael Cohen testified against the president in front of Congress.
Cohen will be back again next week to appear before the House Intelligence Committee. He just wrapped up 3 days of testimony. President Trump says Cohen is lying to Congress. In public testimony, Cohen said the president asked him to make hush money payments to an adult film star after an alleged affair. But the president is denying those allegations, saying he did not know about them.
He said to me at least a dozen times that he made the decision on the payments and he didn't tell you.
Yeah.
Told me personally.
No, he did, and he made the decision.
Cohen testified before a closed session on the House Intelligence Committee for nearly 8 hours yesterday. He is slated to be back on March 6th. People across the country watched that Michael Cohen testimony, and you may have been one of them. And if you watched at work, apparently you are not alone. It has been reported almost $4 billion could have been lost because of employees taking time away from their jobs to watch the testimony. That is according to consulting firm Challenger, Gray & Christmas. 5:06 now. Hundreds of people filled the Capitol building in Oregon to make their voices heard on vaccines.
Lawmakers heard testimony on a bill that would ban parents from claiming personal reasons for not getting their children vaccinated.
The children like my daughter who do not have a choice about the treatments that they must take to stay alive should be able to feel safe in public and especially in school where they're required to be 5 days a week.
I deserve the right to make that decision with my family doctor. Please don't take the right away from my children to attend public school.
The testimonies were split between people who are for and against the bill. Some families insist the shots made their children sick. Others point out numerous studies show there is no link between the vaccines and disorders such as autism. Nearly 300 people signed up to testify. So far, a vote has not been scheduled on that bill. Several Washington state lawmakers want to make drug pricing more transparent.
Now, the state Senate passed that legislation, and it would require drug manufacturers to provide state leaders price information. That would be a condition for selling medication in Washington. The information would have to include how much insurance companies and middlemen make from those medications. It also would include which drugs contribute most to insurance premiums.
The state also would list the drugs with the most dramatic price jumps each year. And next up, State House lawmakers will consider the bill. A local man says helping others is the best therapy for him after a difficult time in his life.
KREM 2's Kira Elfallen is live this morning to share his story and his mission to heal Spokane. Good morning, Kira.
Yes, good morning. Well, Heal Spokane has been around for about a year and a half now. So they have over 900 hours of community service. Pretty cool. And they also have over 700 people involved in their Facebook group. Sather Gowdy is the president of Heal Spokane, a nonprofit based on community service. He says it all started when he was going through a tough chapter in his life. He lost 2 close family friends. He was in a car accident which totaled his car and left him with several injuries, and he was in a relationship that ended badly. One day in the middle of all this, a neighbor asked him to help them unload groceries, and even though he wasn't feeling up to the task, he decided to help anyway.
It was just the first time I realized, hey, like, I'm not hurting right now. I'm not angry. I'm not feeling alone. I feel like I can do something with my life. And so from then on, I decided I was going to do an active service every day for somebody in my community. And I firmly believe that helping other people is part of finding happiness. I wasn't always, active in community service, but since starting that and starting really to feel the love from the community and the power of helping other people, I'll never go back.
Now through Heal Spokane, Gowdy is providing outreach to students of all ages at different schools to get them excited about giving back to their communities. He is also involved in helping the community in many ways, whether that be mending fences, picking up trash, shoveling driveways in the snow, or raising money for other nonprofits or groups in the community in need. If you too would like to help in healing Spokane, Gowdy said they're also or they're always looking for more volunteers and more people to help out, you can reach out to him on his Facebook page or the group Facebook page, or also through the website as well. We will have that link posted on our website soon at KREM.com. I'm live here in Spokane. Kiera L. Fallon, KREM 2 News.
All right, Kiera, thank you so much. Great story this morning. Time now coming up on 5:10. Well, are you looking to spruce up your home? You can get inspired with some home and yard tips just in time for spring.
Turn back the page of time for a twist on a love story. It is a play involving William Shakespeare, but this time he takes the lead.
And as we start the month of March, things are going to be a little quieter around the Northwest, but those temperatures, they're not going anywhere. We're staying in the single digits overnight, afternoon highs in the 20s. Your forecast is after the break.